Okay. Hello, guys. Welcome to the sessions, the community data toboggans with its slide of team transfer data with Azure Data Factory or Azure Synapse Pipelines. Okay. In the session today, speaker, my name is Tony Trujillo. I'm from Peruvian. Okay. My profession specialty is a data engineer or data architect senior, okay, and many experience of different technology. My work or my specialty is the load or building data lakes and building reports in Power BI, in Tableau, in the other tools exploitations for analytics. No? Okay, and in my presentations today is the no knowledge is the ETL and transformations and service with similar on-premise integration service in the cloud data factory or Azure Synapse Pipeline. Okay, about me, present fast for beginning the first slide. My resume is the different certifications in Microsoft. No, my specialty is data engineer. The other specialties are DevOps and data scientist. Um, a little I engineer. No, little experience in artificial intelligence or también experience in different technologies like IoT. Okay, Azure IoT Hub, no, Azure Analytics, no. Entonces, then that about years, the 2021, 2022. About me is my Microsoft certificate trainer. Okay, and my experience in different enterprise, for example, Bluetooth, SAID, gestión y sistemas y data, Pixis, DAF, Finance Efectiva, and different experience in the cloud, AWS, Google, Azure, Alibaba. No? Okay, about me in the personal information, for my work is the LinkedIn. Follow me, please, for different posts, analytics, posts, reference, uh, open works, reference, different trending topic for analytics, for IoT, for other experience about enrichment for us and for me. You know? In the my phone, my personal phone, and any question for us, any question for of work, any question of looking job in around the world, no, is a question, no problem. No, it text me and send me for LinkedIn, text me on WhatsApp. Is personal opinion is about it's me. No, okay. In my resume, no, my little resume, the first slide with begin in the agenda today. That integration with Azure Data Factory or Azure Synapse Pipeline. In the second, code-free transformation is scaled with Azure Data Factory or Azure Synapse Pipeline. Okay, it's a two slides exactly for building ETL with building data flow. No, in exactly two services. First service, Azure Data Factory, only ETL for transformations. Okay, the other service is Synapse Analytics, okay, it within Azure Synapse Pipeline, okay. Azure Synapse Analytics is a platform into data integration, uh, only not only Azure Pipelines and more characteristics with Azure Data Analytics, okay, Azure Dedicated Pool, Data Warehouse, Azure SQLS Serverless for analytics, connection with other services like Azure Machine Learning, Azure Functions, Report Power BI, connection with many technologies with Microsoft. Okay, and then only ETL data factory, suite integration, Synapse Analytics within Azure Synapse Pipelines. Okay, it's a different service with ETL both. No, ETL data factory, ETL Azure Synapse Pipeline. Okay, it's a different number, it's the same process. Yeah. Okay. In the first slide, no, that's integration. In the first slide is the connection, no, linked service. The similar service in the data centers, local data centers, is the connection manager in the integration service. No? But in the cloud, is the data factory Synapse pipelines. Uh, its name is linked service. Linked service is the connector with, for example, Spark, connector, Excel, MySQL, SQL Server, any database, and other connectors in the cloud, in the other platform clouds. Example, Google platform, AWS platform, in the Huawei platform, Alibaba platform, and other FTP, no, connection and other platform, not exactly cloud, in the connect for local service is the configuration for other characteristic important, the integration runtime in the seconds for more detail. No, okay. In the first slide, in the first characteristic, we can see linked service connector. Okay, simple. Example, data lake store is the connector, for example. Okay, is the second characteristic. Other connector, Azure Databricks. Azure Databricks is the platform, is the processing in memory for a language, Apache Spark, no, where with the engine Apache Spark exactly, no, is a language with SQL, el propio Spark is a combination Python is about Spark, PySpark, Scala, and R. No, about different language is the same process with transformations until with tool or other characteristics important within Azure Databricks is a cluster. No, is a cluster is a processing, no, core in memory. Okay, dataset. And dataset is the set data in the public repository, set data in the file local file, in the other process, in the other source, in the other different that data with source principles, next processing in the next steps. Okay. In the example processing, is a connector, data lakes service of Azure building data lakes. No, so the name exactly is a service account, is a service processing Azure Databricks. Activities is the processing, no? The LMG in the gen processing information with source the data lake or Databricks is the source principal. Then processing is name exactly is pipeline. Okay, is a name exactly is pipeline. Okay, y next building workflow, next building pipeline is schedule. Schedule in the some hour, is in the some day, is the some week, is the some month, and any hour, any day, and any schedule with schedule characteristic trigger. Trigger schedule for events or schedule especially. No, for example, uh, any days in the same hour is a 5 p.m. No, every day, the Monday to Sunday. Okay, is a every day. Other example is that only weekends. Weekends is the 8 a.m. Only weekends, no configurations into triggers. Okay, so only triggers is a configuration trigger of workflow, no, developer after. No, okay. Triggers execution pipeline. No, okay. Here's characteristic parameters. The pipelines is configuration with parameters for more easy chains inputs or chains parameter for different process with running. No, okay. Other characteristic important integration runtime. A moment ago mentioned is integration runtime. What is integration runtime? Integration runtime no is is, is connection gateway in the cloud or local server. For example, my source principal is a file server. Can you connect file server of cloud of Azure? Integration runtime configuration self integration runtime is a configuration connect gateway. No, is a download software, especially connect with gateway in the file server, no, in the local server. Okay, it's first configuration connect with case in the platform cloud about same case in the local server. Gateway connection in the similar key is I can connect in the local server is the consume source, not problem. Okay? Consume source, local servers, or cloud is no problem for Data Factory or Synapse Pipelines. It's the principal characteristics can you integration runtime. Okay? Control flow or famous data flow. Famous data flow is the configuration, the transformation. For example, cast data type, or filters, pivot is summary, no, groups, and different process, no, source, sync, transformation, partition. Control flow is especially transformation for Data Factory. Remember, Data Factory is a less code, no code less. It's a no exactly debugging, no exactly typing code. For exactly is drag and drop. No characteristic exactly is no code, no, or less code, no, in the possible. Is a characteristic is a pre configuration for us, no. Okay, this is a platform Synapse Pipeline is a platform Azure Data Factory. Okay, okay, and the next slide is, for example, linked service. No, is a remember linked service a similar connector in the integration service. Integration service is the name is connection manager include in the service exactly about Data Factory. Synapse Analytics is a linked service. For example, uh, in the image is example connector Azure Cosmos DB. Other connector Azure Data Explorer, other connector Azure Data Lake, other connector database, y any connector. It's a connector update for months. Okay, for month new connector, for a week new connector. For example, a database Snowflake is a technology. It's very recent. No, okay, is 1 month or 2 months. Remember, yeah, is the exist connector. So the technology is very important connector in the service for important developer in the next technologies in the next processing. No, important. I have updates. No, and Microsoft is more is very especially in buildings, technology, and connectors. Yeah. In the next slide, configuration, the linked service. Okay, configuration DC connector. Yeah, it's the name connector. Any name. Is the configuration iteration runtime? Is the service is cloud or local? Azure Cosmos is example the service in the cloud. Is the Azure Resolve iteration runtime. Are different service. Is a local service is we create other iteration runtime of type self iteration runtime characteristic a local server. Okay, is the subscription of Azure connection. No, the subscription is the currently selected. Okay, the name the Cosmos DB account. No, is database name of the Cosmos database account. Okay, is the pink this connection and connection successful. Is that correct? No, is a verified connection because for example many times is I need policies, I need configuration in the IAM. No, remember IAM is a service especially roles and politics, role politics for connection in the service, connection in the possible subscription and other types or rules for service or users. Yeah, okay. Next, create okay, the okay connection is create is a linked service in the any seconds, no, in 10 seconds, create linked services, no problem. Okay. Configuration dataset. So, no, remember dataset is a set of data. Remember linked services previous of type Cosmos DB. The similar dataset is the same type. It's linked of type Cosmos DB dataset type Cosmos DB for consume consume. For example, linked service previous as a Cosmos DB 01 y connection dataset as 400 customer profile Cosmos DB is that same type, no? Is that data collection of Cosmos DB or online user profile. Okay, is a great dataset for information. Remember, linked service connector dataset is consume information exactly of in Cosmos, similar table or database relational is the same collection, is a name collection. Is the similar table is the not SQL. No, create the okay is the those characteristics. One, linked service. Second, datasets. Okay, is the more important construction in the platform activity and pipelines. Okay, with DataFlow is the example in the slide is the a perfect example this DataFlow or pipeline. In the first in the first in the first image, exactly campaign analytics is the source principal or configuration of linked service or data sets. Okay, in la configuration is the campaign analytics is the reading. For example, reading I can see reading un text delimiter. Delimiter text is, for example, CSV, Excel, uh, file anything with delimiter, with tab, with comma, with point comma, with other delimiter. Okay, is the type delimiter text. Other files is a Parquet, Abro, ORC, overseas, different types. Okay, is the second step. No, is the next campaign analytics, map campaign analytics. Is activity is a preference is a renaming. Rename renates about information for a step before. No, is for example my camp is a name customer is a renaming customer address is a renaming. No, the name more exactly for business. Mm? Very important, maybe. And the next step is the convert column type. Is the step exactly cast type. For example, my type source is type string. E for recommendation for loads in that data warehouse is a preferred cast in number. No, cast number, float, decimal, and different type with preferred calculations, months. No, calculation, price, calculation, multiplication, calculation, tax, and different process. No, imports in I nodes of business important. I know it business of different types exactly for loans. Okay, if for last, no, for last is that two characteristics. Select only only comes only names important for post load the last step, campaign analytics. Campaign analytics is the image data warehouse. The type SQL dedicated pool. A dedicated pool is a data warehouse relationals, no, especially on big data. In big data, okay, especially for different process is that allow minutes for low latency and low process different process in the Azure SQL. No, Azure SQL and difference SQL dedicated pool. Azure SQL is a scale vertical. Synapse dedicated pool is a scale or horizontal. Okay, horizontal because it's a cluster. A cluster is a more servers, no, more servers like one, no. Okay, activities in pipelines is the workflows in the result, in the load, in the file, in the table, in the final table, or in the other process. Is that one example workflow is a building in more in a little minutes and a low minutes. In the workflow is 10 minutes is a perfect. In the name DataFlow debug is the cluster for processing. This DataFlow debug is of not processing. It's necessary cluster for processing. A cluster is configuration for default is a exactly what two cores. Remember, two cores is a capacity for default. If you necessary more cores, is the configuration is very easy. Is more cores, the 2, 4, 8. This is 16 and 32. 32 is the max. Is the other configuration is the time. Time is the own cluster. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Remember, with cost, the cluster is depends. Of course, it depends. Is the time. Verify pricing ever. No? Because it's a it's a billing of end month. Is a because very difficult for pay. No, it's because important calculator previous building data pipelines. Okay. In the process pipeline, no, a symbol there more plus election pipeline y construction data flow. Okay. Is a second is a two slides you can see. For example, demonstration in the demo. No? It's very example more easy. No, con two files, one file delimiter text and move of or transformation in the any camp for write in the data lake. Okay, if the example it's necessary account or subscription in the Azure, no, for create service. Okay. Well, okay, but I can service Data Factory or Synapse Pipelines. Recommendation Synapse Pipelines, okay, because it's the sweet data integration is a recommendation, a connection more easy, no? Connection more easy, and other service of native, no? Okay, is the demo connects a connection in the platform Azure, okay, okay, Azure platform. It's necessary to remember our subscription. My subscription is here. It's active, like principal, no? It's active, status active. No? It's the name subscription platform of MSDM. No, okay. Is the principal. Remember before create service, create group, resource group. No, create resource group is a name, any names. It's a name demo with name dates today. Okay, it's a demo. Is a day today is maybe 0127. Okay, region is us. Okay, any region not exactly important for demo. Review y create, no? Validation correct and create. Ok. Demo 2023-01-27. Create in the region is us. Okay. It's the first pass to selection, no? Data Factory or Synapse Analytics. Well, in demo is exactly recommendation Synapse Analytics. The second create service and more minutes probably, but it's important. For example, is the Synapse pipeline exactly? Is a great is a looking for Synapse Analytics. Synapse Analytics is a name service is a within Synapse pipelines. Okay, no looking Synapse pipelines because no found. No, okay, it's a Synapse Analytics is a service exactly. Okay, Synapse Analytics is a service. Okay, miren, looking Synapse Analytics is the image is a blue is a important. No? Create Azure Synapse Analytics. It's a name subscription, a resource group, okay? Workspace, remember, is a suite that integration, not only service, it's a workspace, no? It's a combination, other service is the name workspace, okay? Is a workspace, exactly, with WS, demo, is name date, no? 2023, um, uh, 127. Okay, the region, any region is a similar resource group. Is also remember is a account name. It's important. It's a service. It's a Synapse Analytics. Is necessary previous or create of a storage account. Previous exactly storage account is a consume in the combo box because no exactly account name is a great new. Okay, great new storage. Okay, storage name is a name, un unique name, demo 2023. Y la fe today, ¿no? Es a 0127. Listo. Okay, y the file system name, great name, is a config, is a metadata of air service. Is important the role the storage develop data contributor with reading with and write. No, it's important for ETL, read and write. No, next security is important in the combination service. Is a SQL service serverless pool. Is a prepare data analytics or queries. queries in a similar SQL, not exactly similar language, is a similar in syntax, not exactly same. No, it's a password. A login is SQL admin user password. Any password. Remember, important, no? Redis and networking. Networking is no. Next, tags no. Review create correct. Validation success. Serverless is a costing $5 cost for consume terabytes. Okay, for only terabytes, $5. Okay, it's a end great, no? Is many some minutes before create. Okay, it's a wait minutes for create. Okay, okay, it's a important wait minutes. It's a deployment complete. It's a workspace. Science analytics. It's a finish. Okay, it's a go to restore group. It's a workspace. It's a to service. No, it's a remember storage account. It's necessary only for creating service Science analytics. If for Science workspace important is that within Science Pipelines. Okay, is open with Synapse Studio is a workspace in different characteristics construction. Okay, am I logging? Is a characteristics ETLs, no? Or for example, with workspace, no? WS demo 2023-01-27 y exactly the characteristics is a left, no? Home data developed, integrate, monitor, manage. Data is a SQL serverless pool. Develop is a construction code with a cluster Spark. Is exactly Apache Spark pool. Is the data is a SQL serverless pool. No? Architecture serverless is a not exactly server. No? Is that only class to date is working integrate. No? Working integrate is a building construction, is a similar data factory, is a name exactly within Synapse Analytics, Synapse Pipelines. Is a plus, is a canalization. Canalization is similar primary line with pipeline, no? My first pipeline. Because it's necessary create previous no two characteristics. No, is remember is that two slides you can see is necessary create linked service is for example necessary create dataset. For example, is a other service storage account is a create two containers for container one is the name raw, container two name clean. Okay, is a container raw is a service in the resource group demo is the storage account is a create two storage two containers. Container is the exactly ubication is the storage account for image tables music videos other any files. Okay, is a create two containers please. Container is the name raw. Is a second container is a clean. Is a container raw is a upload any file. No, the preference delimited type, delimiter file. For example, raw is upload is the example. Remember, praise. Remember category CSV. CSV. CSV is remember a delimiter text, no? Exactly, is a category, punto CSV is a data preview and it's a edit. Is a delimiter, is a comma, no? Is a comma, is a two category nombre, okay? Es un preview, okay? Is a, remember, the delimiter, comma. Okay, is the example is the move and transformations is a code category, remember, is the type number because is a scanning automatically, no? Is a transformation, is a cast a string in the process, okay? And then is a workspace, is a creating first linked service. Move and transfer data flow of flujo de datos in Spanish is a data flow, is a configuration. No data flows is a new. Is a great source or sink, no? Source, looking for any files in la location, okay? Okay, is a creating source. A create source is a data set, is a as data set. No data set for a moment is a creating new data set. Name data set is of the types, no? Characteristics different types. Is remember type, remember service, storage account. Is looking for storage account is Azure Data Lake Handles. Exactly type, okay? Is a continue. Formats, Avro, delimit text, Excel, Parquet, ORC, JSON, XML, and binary. Exactly file looking for delimit text. Is a no name, a source. Linked service, no create yet. Is a new. The name that should data lake storage connection. I auto result iteration retype because in clouds, okay. Create only other iteration runtime, only connection gateway local server, okay. Type authentication, connection subscription, the only subscription active, name the storage account, the name is the storage demo 2023-127, is the test connection. Oh, correct, perfect. Is connection ready? Is connection linked service y creating dataset. Okay, looking for file in exactly in the container route source in the file category upload in moments ago. No, there is the first file, no, the first row is important. The first row is any exactly case is a encabezado. Any files not exactly first row, no, is exactly not row, no, is the encabezado, no, header exactly. And these times, yes, header, no, header the first rows because remember category edit is the first row, no? Code category number. Okay, because select. Great. Okay, because preview, Tony? Yes, Vista Preview active the depuration mode is a on, remember, cluster. Remember is a time to life, is a time to life or cluster. If remember, depend time to life for configuration is pricing. No? Minus 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hours. 1 hour is exactly is in some minutes on cluster. Okay, is a chain is a lot is some moments on cluster. Okay, is a check green, check status screen is the on cluster for running. Okay, is the data preview is a refresh is the see the same source is a one moment is a two columns is a four rows is a button publish is a safe information, no? Because it's the three chains in the pipeline, no? Is not safe yet, no? Oh, okay. It's four rows, no? One bicycle, two components, three prenda, four accessory. Okay, is that correct for a moment? If remember, type string. Okay, well, more remember cast to integer int exactly, no? Column derivative column. Okay, is a name gas columns is a is a name code categoría code category y expression cast is a syntax especially to integer is a name code category. Okay, save. Let me see. Preview is a change data type. Source string cast column. Remember to int is a remember is it a string int for cast. Okay, excellent. Source connection dataset connect dataset connection dataset connection. Second step cast to integer correct. Is the finish is the sync is a different container. Container is clean. Remember, no? Is the source is row, so it finish in clean. No file. Is a creating more destiny sync. Dataset is a other data is a other container. Name the type data lane is a other similar format or cast other format. Okay, chain format is Parquet. La de linked service is the same, no? Is a same service is a difference only container. Destiny, no row, just clean, no? Okay, ready. Okay, okay, ready. Refresh is a same columns, no? Yes. Okay, validate. Okay, pipeline ready for debug. Click and debug is in the container clean is the result file type Parquet because Destiny chain format. Okay, is a running is a running. Okay, the data flow duration is a configuration in workflow. No, force cast Destiny. Is the status is running? Correct. It's a finish. 2 seconds. Oh, great. Great, great. It's a finish. Okay. Is a checking in clean. Okay. Is a parquet. Okay. Is ready for read data. Azure Data Lake does attach containers is with clean container is read new script select top 100 rows execute is reading not row reading clean a exactly result to column the type int a is string no remember workflow with transformations for source transformation is a cast column okay is the in the moment transformation is very easy is a configuration is not difficult is a configuration drag and drop no drag and drop different characteristics of different service connection no? Connection 1 connection 2 is a sequence or other connection is a parallel no process parallel for because not common data is probably is because construction pipeline is very easy in science analytics or data factory okay okay guys is information this a practice is very easy my information share different technology of Azure I, I wait I wait I can see in the other exposition different technology Power BI Spark or different okay um, I can say especially technology Azure in the other opportunity I goodbye my name is Tony Trujillo I can see you guys